Module 5 Lesson 16's objective is to place whole number fractions and unit fractions between whole numbers on the number line. Item 2. Partition each whole into sixths. Label each fraction. Count up as you go. Box the fractions that are located at the same points as whole numbers. I will go ahead and underline the important details. Partition each whole into sixths. Label each fraction. Count up. Box the fractions that are whole numbers. If I'm going to partition each whole into sixths, that means that between each whole number there are 6 equal sections or parts. I'll do that now. Did I put enough lines to make 6 equal sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I did. I'll erase my check marks. I think I'll try that again. Let me count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 equal sections. Now it says label each fraction. In order to start labeling the fractions, I need to figure out how many sixths are in 3 wholes, since the number line begins with 3 wholes. Well, I know that there are 6 sixths in 1 whole, and another 6 sixths in 2 wholes, and another 6 sixths in 3 wholes. So 6 and 6 is 12. So this is 12 sixths. And another 6 is 18 sixths. So 18 sixths is the same thing as 3 wholes. So I better box it. Now I'll label each fraction. 19 sixths, 20 sixths, 21 sixths, 22 sixths, 23 sixths, 24 sixths. Ooh, look, there are 24 sixths in 4 wholes, so I better box that. Now, you finish labeling that number line, and don't forget to box the fraction that is the same as 5 wholes. Now let's look at item 3. It says partition each whole into halves. Label each fraction, count up as you go, box the fractions that are located at the same points as whole numbers. Let's go ahead and underline those important details again. Partition each whole into halves. Label each fraction. Count up. Box the fractions that are whole numbers. As I can see, the number line begins with a 4. Between the whole numbers 4 and 5, I'm supposed to divide it into halves. Halves mean 2 equal pieces. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I will continue by dividing the number line between the 5 and the 6 into 2 equal pieces, and between the 6 and the 7 into 2 equal pieces. Now let's figure out how many halves there are in 4 wholes. I know that there are 2 halves in 1 whole, another 2 halves in 2 wholes, another 2 halves in 3 wholes, and another 2 halves in 4 wholes. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. There are 8 halves in 4 wholes. I'll write that here and box it. Now I will continue labeling the fractions. 9/2. Oops, I better fix that. 9/2. 10/2. Look there. 10/2 is the same as 5 wholes. So I'll box it. You go ahead and keep counting up and labeling the fractions. Don't forget to put a box around the fractions that are the same as a whole number. Now let's look at item 4. Item 4 says to draw a number line with endpoints 0 and 3. Label the holes. Partition each hole into fifths. Label all the fractions from 0 to 3. Box the fractions that are located at the same points as whole numbers. Use a separate paper if you need more space. I'll underline the important details. Draw a number line with endpoints 0 and 3. Label the holes. Partition each hole into fifths. Label all fractions from 0 to 3. Box whole numbers. First, I'll go ahead and draw my number line with endpoints 0 and 3. I'll label the holes. So 1 and 2. I think I'll try that again and make them a little bit more evenly spaced. All right, now I'm going to partition each hole into fifths. That means that in between each whole number, there are 5 equal portions. Let's see, did I get 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I sure did, so I'll go ahead and erase those check marks. Did I get 5 there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Erase those check marks. I'll let you do the last part of the number line and divide that section into 5 equal parts. Now, I need to label all the fractions from 0 to 3. I already know that 0 means that there are 0 fifths. Since it's a whole number, I'll go ahead and box it. After 0 fifths comes 1 fifth, 2 fifths, 3 fifths, 4 fifths, 5 fifths. Oh, 5 fifths is the same as 1 whole. So I'll box it. Okay, now you finish labeling the fractions. Don't forget to box the whole numbers. The rest is up to you. Good luck.